All right, school, we are back. Pull up a chair, get settled in, get comfy, grab a cup of coffee or just some water, and get ready for episode 27 of the School of Shred. I'm your host, John Reed. Welcome. Welcome to the show that is designed to help you shred your old and make better your new. That's a new body, a new mindset, and all that creates a better life. A better body, a better mindset, a better life. This is Holistic Health and Fitness, and we are going to help you create the better body so you can go create more inside your business, relationships, and life. So if you guys are tuning in live real quick, what I want you to do is just jump in the comments, throw me a flex emoji, flex on me, and let me know where you guys are at, where you're located, where you're watching from. We are Shred Nation. Let's congregate. Let everybody know where we're at. If you're local, if you're in Washington, shout out to Washington, where I'm located, the Seattle, Bellevue area. If you guys are in another state, go ahead and comment where you're from. Participate. Please like and share this episode. So share this on your Facebook wall, share it on any social media platform, or do a review on the podcast app. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and the podcast app. We're also on Spotify if you want to take us on the go. So if you want to learn more about the topic today, go to www.schoolofshredpodcast.com and you can learn more there. Episode 27, Nudge the Needle. Today we're going to talk about discipline and trying to nudge this needle of discipline forward. And when we get into fitness and we want to try and make a change and get our bodies healthy, what happens a lot of time is we make these big grand leaps, or we think we need to, and it can end up throwing us off and really spinning us out, and we can burn out. And there's a couple things that I want to go over today to try to help you just nudge the needle and to realize that this is a game of inches. This is not, when you're trying to correct your health and you're trying to eat healthier and develop a better lifestyle, we're trying to do it for life to create a better life. This is the idea behind holistic health and fitness. And we want to nudge this needle. And so wherever your current threshold is, we want to nudge just beyond that. And so if you're not working out at all right now, maybe the best thing for you to do is to nudge the needle by going for a walk every day for a week or two, because you can handle that. Or maybe you start just correcting your breakfast if it's in the nutritional realm, in the diet realm. Maybe you just worry about maybe a high-fat, low-carbohydrate breakfast, and you start doing that, as opposed to trying to flip your whole nutrition on its head, do an aggressive supplementation regimen, and do 6 meals a day or 3 meals a day or whatever, but it's extremely regimented and it's a lot. Now, I'm not saying you can't do that, but I'm trying to speak to the person who needs to hear this, that you need to just nudge the needle of discipline a little bit every day, every week. There's 52 weeks in a year. When you look back on your last year, if you changed one small thing every week, that's 52 things you corrected. I want you to think about that. That's a lot. In 1 year, you could look back and be a completely different person if you do this thing the right way. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. I have a little circle drawn out here that's basically it's a circle of your threshold. And underneath your threshold is basically your comfort zone. Okay, and that's where you may be hovering towards the bottom of this circle. Down at the bottom, it's atrophy. Okay, so you cannot maintain here. But as you get up towards this center line where you could tip over the line of the threshold line, That's where you can maintain. And what you want to do is get good at working and operating just outside of that threshold. It's this idea of stress inoculation, of small little stressors over time that will start to harden your mindset and toughen you up. And you're going to need that if you want to create new habits. You're going to need to nudge the needle, the threshold. You need to increase your threshold of stress tolerance, whether that's your habits and your discipline with your nutrition, or if it's with your exercise. But towards the top of this circle, if you are too far outside of this center line here, and you're working up here, which a lot of people do in the beginning, they get very excited, you risk burnout. You risk burnout. And we don't want to burn out. And this is the issue. I've had this happen before, where I get so excited about my program. This happened in the very beginning when I started working out. You get so excited. I was working out all the time, eating right, trying to do everything because I want the results now. I want them now. And then you burn out because this throws your hormones into a whole cascade of stress, and you all of a sudden think you're lazy because you want to overeat, but it's because you've worked too hard and you've stressed your body out. Now your body's fighting you, and it's telling you need to overeat, and it's telling you need to rest. And so this is why, if we are nudging that needle too hard for too long, it can be an issue. And so nudging the needle of discipline every day, one new habit every week, might seem slow, but when you look back over a year, it's a lot. And so what I mean by this is change one thing at a time and work just outside the threshold of your current tolerance. And that's what can you tolerate as far as your habits. What's just a little uncomfortable, but not super uncomfortable. A little uncomfortable. You want to live outside your comfort zone, my friends. But learning how far outside your comfort zone, I think, is what we really need to examine. It's something we examine at the School of Shred. If you can choose to add or subtract a habit, I know we all got a lot of them that we want to subtract. But if you can choose to add one new thing or subtract one old thing, my friend, I would ask you to add one new thing. If you add one new thing, one healthy thing, eventually the unhealthy stuff that you want to get rid of, it will fade. Let's focus on what we can do better, not where our shortcomings are. The world will tell you your shortcomings. The world's going to make you feel like crap because everybody's trying to sell you something. But if you focus on getting better and adding a healthy habit, I've observed this with many, many clients, that you add in more leafy vegetables and good fats, and then all of a sudden you don't want to eat the sugary foods that you feel like you're addicted to right now. And so add something good, and something old that you want to get rid of will eventually fade. The next thing is discipline demands discomfort. Discipline demands discomfort. You got to be a little bit uncomfortable in order to develop discipline. And discipline likes to atrophy. It's a muscle. It's a perishable skill, discipline is. It weakens without some type of daily stimulation, weekly stimulation. And so we want to be mindful of that. We want to flex our discipline as much as possible. But just like with exercise, we don't want to do too much. We want to be just outside the threshold of tolerance so we can callous our discipline and compound our efforts. Healthy habits are built slow like calluses. I was out doing yard work the other day, and If you get the rake out for any amount of time and you're not wearing gloves, you'll notice that if you're out for a long time, you can start to develop a blister on your hand. That's over applying intensity for too long for where you're capably at, or where your capabilities lie right now. And so what you want to do with this discipline thing and nudging the needle is you want to allow calluses to develop. That happens through rest, recovery, and proper application of discipline and stress. I'm all for discipline. It's one of the most important things that you can have. But the person that I'm trying to speak to right now, listening to this, is somebody who doesn't need the world to sit and tell them how lazy they are and they need to do 150 new things. The person I'm trying to talk to right now needs to hear this message, because this is the truth. Because we want long-term change. We want longevity. When we get in shape, we want to stay in shape. And I found the best way to do that is to nudge the needle slowly over time. So when you look back over the course of a year, you've made changes that you almost didn't think were possible in the beginning. It's not about looking at a 6-week blast program to try and lose a bunch of body fat and you're not thinking long-term. It's about thinking long-term and about wellness and longevity and nudging this needle slowly to become the person you want to be. So I want you to look inside your life today. Look inside your life. Take out a pen and a piece of paper. And what's one area inside your life, inside your body, your business, or your relationships that you want to try to nudge the needle this week? You want to add one new thing this week. Just one. Just one thing, you guys. I'm asking you to just look for one thing inside your body, business, or your relationships. What do you want to do better? Is there something in your career path that you could do a little bit better? You could execute on every day this week. A small habit. Is there something inside your relationship, like giving gratitude openly to a friend, your significant other? Is there something you could do better? A small thing that nobody knows about. And is there something that you can attack with your body to make it better and more healthy and more capable? Write that down and do that thing for the next 7 days and see how you feel. And that's all I got for you. That's episode 27 of the School of Shred. That's Nudge the Needle. The school is here for you every day, 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And you can take the school on the go with you in your car while you're working out. You can take the school on the go with the podcast app and Spotify. Just look up The School of Shred. If you can do a review, the school will send you something cool. We'll hook you up with a free gift. I appreciate you guys' support. I hope you find value in this today. Share this episode if you find value. Let's create this movement, Shred Nation. And if you want more, go to schoolofshredpodcast.com. And with that, I want you to stay strong and healthy in body. Stay relentless and energized in your spirit. And stay determined in your pursuits. Until next time, class. Now go shred the day and get better in every way. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m.